How we feeling on this week of the 4th of July?
Patriotic as hell.
We have one of those jobs that when you have a short week, you don't get to do less work. You just get to do the same amount of work in less days.
Exactly. Yeah, you just pump it out in 3 days.
That's always fun. But then you're always like, okay, could we always just pump everything out in 3 days? And then you're like, well, can we just pump it all out in 2 days?
Wait, do we have Thursday off?
And next thing you know, we're Tim Ferriss. We're doing the 4-hour work week, just pumping for 4 hours.
No, it's a 4-hour work week. Well, there's 75 hours in a day, according to that one guy.
Yeah,
so.
It depends on how you view your day, I suppose.
That's true.
So
it also depends on how you view your hours.
Yeah.
Because I started doing my hours in 15-minute increments. So your guys' hour, I'm doing 4 hours.
Yeah.
They're 4 hours. You stack that up over a month, year, decade. I'm kicking your ass.
Kick your butt. Do we get Thursday off? Not, I'm not saying like we as a company, but like, do people get Thursday off if the 4th is on a Friday?
I don't think so. I never have.
I think it all depends. Like, I feel like if you're open to the public type of business, or like a coffee shop, like you're definitely not.
You gotta be open even on the 4th.
But I would say there's some like construction companies that are taking Thursday
Schools?
off.
Schools are for sure closed on Thursdays.
Correct.
DQ's also closed on Thursday. Saw that today at lunch.
Good PSA.
Yep. So DQ.
So if you try to get your cone,
so you get a Snickerdoodle Blizzard on Wednesday and put it in the freezer for the 4th.
I'd say like 25% of construction companies are closed.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
I know we for sure worked the 3rd, but I don't remember.
My dad's company is always just like, hey, we're not working Thursday. And he's like, okay. Because if they don't show up, he can't do anything anyway.
It's true.
Yeah.
They're unionizing against him.
What do you guys think construction workers do on the 4th of July?
I mean, I don't know, besides getting violently drunk.
Violently drunk.
They're getting hammered.
I view them, I imagine a lot of construction workers are floating down a river.
Oh, for
That's exactly
sure.
what I was going to say. Odds are they're either using just like a black donut inner tube.
Yep.
Or
like with the little like thing, like a car tire,
little spigot.
Yep.
What are those called? Why can't I think of the name?
I think it's the nozzle.
The little nozzle on it, it's just sticking out, and randomly you'll just scrape your leg on it.
Yeah, probably patched up 2 or 3 times.
And that when you lay on that black rubber tube for the first time when you get in the river, it's the hottest surface on the planet. You forget to dunk it in the water first.
Yeah,
but all the construction workers actually like it because it makes them feel something again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, so I feel like they're either doing that or they're showing up with a tube still in the packaging, and then they're the guy just sitting on the side like.
So I've never tubed the river where it wasn't like part of a tubing company where like the tube is provided.
The river down by the in-laws lake place is just it's BYOT.
Nice.
There's no company around there.
But it's like so they bus you out there. So every construction dude is rolling up with the craziest tan lines you've ever seen. And
it looks like they're still wearing a high-vis t-shirt.
Yeah, just like
that's how bright their skin is. You're like, oh, smokes.
Supernova white belly, and then just the tannest arms ever. And they always bring a cooler that is way too fucking big to be supported by a tube.
Yeah, they're gonna pack 150 beers, and they'll get through like 120 of them.
Well, it's because they know that they're gonna be hammered by halfway down the river, and they're gonna start hucking beers to everybody else.
Yeah. They bring 100 for themselves and 50 to hand out, in hoping that they get some sort of extracurricular activity going on.
There may or may not be some Mardi Gras beads in that cooler to hand out with the beers.
Probably. It's kind of like Michael Scott's. Everyone likes the guy who gives out gum. Everyone likes the guy on the river who's handing out beers.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, I think also 50% of them are probably wearing jean shorts. Because they may not even own a pair of swim trunks. They're either just wearing like one shorts or jean shorts.
And their shins are just as white as their bellies.
For sure.
And they're not putting a lick of sunscreen on.
Nope.
No.
They're just getting fried.
Well, their skin's so leathery from the job site anyway. They don't even.
Except for underneath their t-shirt, it's like
true.
baby skin.
That's true.
I feel like you guys have watched Lilo and Stitch, right?
Long time
They look
ago.
like the big guy with the ice cream cone that just keeps falling off.
Oh, yep. I know who you're talking about.
And what's funny is I actually know this to be somewhat true because I remember going to work when I was working for my dad, and we came back from the 4th of July weekend, and one of the guys was tubing that weekend. And he told us about how he hooked up with a chick in the bathroom at one of those.
Oh man.
There's no way those bathrooms are good.
Correct. He definitely got it from us. He was definitely on the short end of the stick of getting made fun of.
So is this like the local river, like down the road an hour?
We told him that he can have the afternoon off to go get his shots, whatever he needs.
Bro,
Go get tested.
because those
Go
are
get tested. Go get your shots.
Go get a Z pack.
Go to the vet.
Yeah.
seriously.
Get pumped up with some ivermectin.
The river,
Yeah.
the river run where I grew up, those bathrooms are just generic porta potties that got pumped like once a month. So it had to have been really gross.
Well, yeah,
Correct.
one time a month is probably July 5th.
But when it's
Yeah.
go time, Tyler, it's go time.
Mm-hmm.
Did the relationship last? Do you
no,
think?
God, no.
Okay.
I don't think it lasted very long at all.
So-
Yeah, I mean, it probably lasted, a couple minutes and then it was done.
Yeah, if that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine construction workers just, like some people are like, oh, I don't like how loud the fireworks are, or they're like, they can't hear anything.
No.
No.
Dude,
They sleep if they go to bed at 9 p.m. on the 4th of July, they're sleeping sound because they can't hear the fireworks anyways.
do you think that's why blue collar guys love the big boomers so much?
Because
All
Like-
it does is make a big ass noise, so they like it. They can actually hear it.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine the construction guys are also lighting all their fireworks on their cigarettes.
Yeah.
Just and then they're just standing there and they're just looking straight up in the air.
Yep.
Just
I'm
couldn't- Yeah, at least the tow truck drivers
Mhm.
are just not running away
Well,
from the fire.
they're not even putting them in a tube. They're just holding them.
Yeah, just
Let 'em
holding the
rip.
big like one shot giant ones.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
With like
Hey,
a metal pipe.
If you're a tow truck driver, your Roman candle is one of the big tube one shot. What are those mortars? Is what
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
called.
Or he just
If you're a tow truck driver, your Roman candle is a mortar.
or he's holding the cake sideways.
I feel like construction workers also like to they like to flex their money at the fireworks stand. Like for some odd reason, they'll buy $1,000 worth of fireworks.
You got a single uncle that works in construction. He's gonna bring a whole truckload of fireworks, and he's gonna be lighting them up all freaking day.
Well, they'll all be lit up.
He'll nickel and dimes everything else in his life, but he's gonna drop a bag on
Mhm.
fireworks.
For sure.
Yep.
And if you think that he's going to be lighting those things off when it's dark, you're wrong.
No.
We're talking like noon to 5 p.m.
Sun up to the next day.
Yeah.
24 hours of
Yeah,
fireworks.
sun up to sun up.
When he's got,
Sheriff.
he'll do it. He knows what he's doing though. He'll build it up. He'll start with firecrackers, some Roman candles,
Yeah.
some little
Some
fucking
snakes and sparklers.
spinners and screamers, and then he just slowly starts bringing out some cakes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel like 4th of July too is it for some reason it's a day where people they like to mix like super odd drinks. Whether it's like to make it more patriotic or they're making shit in the blender.
It's like a mudslide or something.
Yeah, like a
Yep.
mudslide.
I also feel like the 4th of July has got to be the best day of sales for the company Jello.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
I just
dude.
feel like everyone makes Jello shots
Yep.
for the 4th of July.
Red and blue cubes
Yeah.
every year.
Yeah. And
Some whipped cream.
Yeah, why is that? I mean, I understand it's one thing that you can control the color of, but I don't know. I like
in
Jello.
the last decade, the only time I've had a Jello shot has been on the 4th of July. I feel like
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out on Jello shots.
I think they're fine. What's
there's
there to
no-
be out on?
I
It's
love-
just Jello.
There's
Yeah.
a zero cool way to take a Jello shot. You gotta like do your tongue in a circle around
Yeah.
it. You look like an ant eater.
I've never made Jello shots, nor will I probably ever do it. But I assume it's quite a bit of work for the reward.
I don't think it is. I think that's why people make them so much.
I think
'Cause
I think the biggest battle is fridge space,
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. There we go.
and then that's it.
There we go.
Mm-hmm. And transporting.
Yeah, there's no cool way to eat a Jello. I mean, there is a cool way if you can just like fucking just like
I mean, that's just a less lame way. I don't know if that's cool.
Yeah, you're right. There's also no like cool way to run away from a lit firework.
I think
you know
you have
how
to back away.
You know, like how chicks will post videos of their guys giving them the ick, and it's always like them underwater, like kicking their legs all, girly. It's like I imagine girls get the ick of watching their husband light a firework and then run away like a little.
Yeah, I think you definitely got to go with the back pedal. That's probably the only time
until you trip and then you look like an asshole.
True,
Hit your
yeah.
head.
That's the only time out of the entire year that I'm backpedaling.
You're like a Kobe back pedal after
Yeah.
a three-pointer.
If you want to be a badass, you got to walk slowly away from a firework like you're in an action movie with an
Like
explosion behind you.
The Jason Statham or something.
Or just put sunglasses every time when you're walking away.
Yeah.
That's
You
kind of cool.
just have them on your forehead. Just do the
Mhm.
whole drop down so they fall on your eyes.
Yeah.
Distracts people from you walking.
All right, guys, prize picks time this week. And right now you can sign up with code YBR and get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. You don't need to win your lineup to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And what a better week to get into prize picks than hot dog eating contest week.
If there was ever a time to dip your toes in the prize picks water, it is hot dog contest.
And nothing screams everyone shut up at 11 a.m. on the 4th of July like betting on the hot dog eating contest.
Yeah,
It's not like the Kentucky
Nothing
Derby.
screams to your family that you're in a good place like putting money down on the hot dog eating contest. And that's what I'm going to be doing.
I
this
can't
week.
wait to just leave my kids to go play with fireworks by themselves so I can watch this hot dog eating contest.
Yep. I can't wait to. I don't know.
I can't wait to eat a bunch of hot dogs myself.
Yeah, that's true.
I think you should try to go 1-for-1 with Chestnut on TV.
There you
That's
go.
impossible.
Well, I think we should try a scale, right? So I'm going to go 1/10 scale.
Okay.
So every one hot dog he eats, I have to eat 1/10 of a hot dog. It's like handicapping in golf, right? It's like if we handicap it and I'm
Well, how about just for every 10 that he eats, you eat one?
yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
So if you eat 8 hot dogs, you've covered his line.
Yeah, all I got to do is if he gets 70 hot dogs, I got to eat 7 and 1/8 hot dog, and I beat him.
They beat him.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Dang,
I mean, he's the goat of
yeah,
hot dog eating.
We're going net hot dogs too. We're not going gross.
Yeah, exactly. So, what do we got this week? I don't remember who picked what, but right now we're going all over. So we're not cheering for dogs not going down gullets.
You go to the home run derby, you see home run.
Yeah, so we went all over. I don't know what the weather's going to be like because apparently that affects the amount of dogs if things are sliding easy or not.
What?
Yeah,
I've heard that.
the weather. If it's like hot out, they won't eat as many hot dogs.
Really?
Mm-hmm. There's got to be an ideal temperature to see dogs go high. And we
glizzy
should have looked
goblin.
up the weather to know
Mm.
if we were smart. But again, you don't want to cheer for not getting hot dogs eaten. So we got Jeffrey Esper more than 50.25 hot dogs eaten. Joey Chestnut, we're going big, 71.75. Patrick Bertoletti, 50.75. That's going to be tight between Jeffrey and Patrick. And then Mickey Sudo bringing up the rear with 45.75 hot dogs eaten.
Yeah, we're going all more.
Oh, fuck. It's going to be 83.
A little warm.
Yeah, but only 42% humidity.
So we won't
That's
be
good.
upset with you guys if you fade us and go actually the opposite after seeing that it's going to be 83 degrees Fahrenheit that day. But
A little warm.
hey, anything can happen. So that's our lineup for the week.
I feel good about it.
I feel good about it. I feel
Hungry.
good. Yeah. And all I got to do is eat 70 and 1/8 hot dog and I can, or 7 and 1/8 hot dog.
You could try.
Yeah. Just handicap it.
you could do, you could do brats and you could go like 1/20th.
Yeah.
You
It's like,
know?
all I got to do is eat like 3.5 brats.
Yeah.
You could do that.
Yeah, you could easily.
Oh, I
do
could
that.
easily do
Yeah.
3.5 brats. I had 2 brats this last weekend.
Yeah,
Just push the limits a little bit.
You go-
Maybe forego the potato salad.
yeah, fuck yeah.
Put
Thumbs
down
up.
another brat and a half.
What a baller
Tons of
move that
finish
would
line.
be if Chestnut's like 40 hot dogs ahead of everybody else and he just pulls out like a side of potato salad. Eat some of that too.
That would
He
be
just
a
pulls out
power-
some mac and cheese and starts ripping apart the hot dogs.
Yeah.
Throws it in there.
If he sets a record, is the first thing he should say is like, "How do you feel?" And be like, "Well, I could go for some ice cream to fill in the cracks." That would be an all-time
He'd shake
line.
his leg. I think I got a little extra room here.
Yep. So, guys, you got to get on Prize Picks because this is the week of the hot dog eating contest. They got lines up and down that sucker. So go check out. Use code YBR and have some fun.
Relish in victory.
Mhm.
Hey.
Nice. You guys got to catch up to us
Yeah.
and get on Prize Picks.
Yeah, I wonder how much money's at the bottom of the river during like the peak tubing weekend.
A lot of
i.e.
phones.
4th of July. Phones,
AirPods.
sunglasses, speakers,
Oh, yeah.
you name
Mhm.
it. The amount like there's probably more pit vipers at the bottom of a river than there are like in the actual store.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of smart. It's like you collect all the pit viper glasses this year, then next year you put out a pit viper stand of all the old used
Yeah.
ones and you sell them back to the construction
Yeah.
guys that lost them last
Yep.
year.
Yeah, you even
Yeah,
maybe like
recycle it.
set up like a mobile stand halfway down the river for people
Yeah.
who have already lost them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, July 5th is a big day for resellers. That's the day that resellers go tubing down the rivers. July 5th, just start scoping the bottom.
And just have some sort of net to catch all the stuff in a
Yeah.
deep part of the river.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Can't
it's actually
raise
not a bad
magnet.
idea.
Wait,
Wedding rings.
my dad lost his wedding ring in the river one time.
I'm sure someone's got their hands
And he
on it.
He had
Some-
a fucking camouflage wedding band. So good luck finding that, Dad.
there's just no way you're finding
Good
it.
No,
idea.
and they looked too. I'm like, you're not gonna quit looking. You're not gonna find it.
Yeah, you might get lucky if you lose like your aura ring or something.
Yeah.
Where you can like turn it on and see it light up or
Your
some
aura
shit.
ring.
I don't know. The fucking aura, like a lot of aura
Is
rings.
that
at
one
the
of
bottom
those?
the
Is
river.
that like one that tracks your sleep and stuff?
Yeah. Yep.
It's a good PSA. Wear your aura ring, not your wedding ring.
Correct.
4th of
Yeah,
July.
you can have an aura
Yeah.
ring stand at
Well,
the front.
that's why when I go tubing down the river, I always make sure to put an air tag on my wedding ring.
Same. It's kind of dang. Yeah.
Dangle it.
Yeah. It's kind of like those, like some girls, like they have that chain dangly thing off their like belly button ring. You just do that with your aura ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it just looks like a fishing lure.
You know? Yeah. Fucking.
You just drop your
hungry
finger.
that
You
day.
drop your finger at the lake and just catch a fish with your hand.
I saw some dude posted a video. He just sticks his thumb in the water and wiggles his thumb, and bass come up to it and think it's something. He just grabs him by the lip and pulls him out.
Yeah,
Huh.
It's like a hot dog.
Yeah, make sure you're not taking your swim trunks off if you're tubing down the
Keep-
river.
keep
Especially if you're
pants
trying
on.
to tan your back.
Unless you're trying to catch bass.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Just dragging your cock in the water.
It's like
You're just
propeller.
belly. You're doing a plank on the tube the whole way down the river. What are you doing?
If you guys
Fishing.
think that I'm touching water by laying flat down on a tube, you're dreaming.
It's a little tube.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like half submerged in the water too.
Have you?
It would just be. It would actually be great for fly fishing, just skimming across the top.
Yeah.
That is true.
Do you guys tube the river often
No.
growing up? I
I
did
haven't
quite a
tubed the
bit
river in a long time.
because I grew up right by it. The worst thing about tubing the river is if your tube gets away from you.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
you talk about can't look cool. You cannot look cool walking after your tube in the water as
That's
it
very
floats down the river away from you.
Yeah.
just humming down the river.
And you're just like, you didn't wear shoes, so you're stepping on rocks and
Oh.
fucking glass, and you're like doing
Yeah.
the weird waddle down
Waterings.
the river.
Yeah, and the only type of swim you can do on the 4th of July is the American crawl, of course.
Go on.
American crawl, 4th of July, Independence Day, Okay, anyway.
I don't know what the American. What's the American crawl?
I think the American crawl is just like isn't it like the classic breaststroke? Just another name for it. Can we look that up?
Oh yeah.
I've never heard
I've
this.
never heard that in my
Are you
life.
shitting me?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, American crawl swim.
I thought you were saying like it's like a 4th of July pub crawl.
Swimming stroke recognizes the fastest of the 4 primary competitive strokes.
Oh.
You get a pic
Front
of that?
crawl or freestyle, yeah. The
Yeah.
freestyle. I didn't know it was the American crawl.
Yeah.
Fun facts with Ryan today.
That was good.
That is a good one. I'm gonna use that
So-
this weekend.
Oh, you guys are going.
Like I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna use it as a reference.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, you guys know what the American crawl is?
4th of July looks like that guy's got the American crawl going on.
You guys ever get leeches stuck to you tubing on the river?
And not tubing, but this weekend I went swimming in my grandma's lake, and I got out and I must have walked through a nest of them because we stopped counting at 30 of little tiny baby leeches stuck all over me.
Yeah.
How do you get them off, Tyler? You just pull them off?
I just pull them off. They say if there's like big ones that are really stuck, you're supposed to pour salt on them.
Yeah, I heard that too.
It just pull them.
I think
Yeah.
you're supposed to piss on them like a jellyfish.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like a distant cousin of a jellyfish.
Mm-hmm. But your own pee doesn't work, so you got to recruit somebody.
You save
Yeah.
those things and you go fishing with
No,
them?
I'm telling you, they're teeny itty bitty.
Yeah, really tiny.
I thought it was just sand, and I was like, trying to wash my feet off. I'm like, holy fuck, those are alive.
So
everywhere.
if it was all over your foot,
Yeah, it was up to like mid shin, and they're in between my
basically
toes.
just had a spa treatment.
Kinda.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Well,
Some use minnows, some use baby leeches.
in the 1600s, that's perfectly
you
normal
cured-
medical tradition.
That's how you cured cancer in the 1600s.
I think that's how they discovered acupuncture too. They just couldn't get their hands on enough leeches, so they just had to use needles.
Human leached.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys think 4th of July is a family holiday or a friend's holiday?
This is such a cop out, but both. It's a family holiday until you're about 16, 17, and it's a friend holiday until you're like 27,
Yeah.
and then it's back to family.
That's pretty accurate.
Yeah. I mean, us with kids, I mean, we're like, we probably ain't going tubing down the river with our
No.
friends.
Well, no, but even just like having friends out for the 4th of July, I feel like for me, that ship has sailed.
Yeah.
Like everyone's always doing shit with their family.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah. I mean, we don't have any friends coming out.
I feel like it's also a little bit weird to invite someone somewhere on the 4th of July. It'd be like inviting someone on Christmas a
Yeah.
little bit, you know? Like, hey, you want to you want to go skiing with me on Christmas? And you're like,
Yeah, it'll be my entire immediate family and you.
but you are right. When you're 18 to 23, you're probably going somewhere with buddies.
Yeah.
Like I didn't want to see my family for a single minute during 18 to 23.
No, the
4th
only
of
thing you
July.
wanted to see was Mardi Gras beads
Yeah,
in the
I
air,
had-
headed towards a female's direction.
I had beads to throw at the river. I couldn't have dad around for that.
Yeah, like imagine if I
Beat on
invited you guys over on the 4th of July. You'd be like, I just have other plans.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah.
I am going to a family gathering for the 4th.
Well, and the question is too, when you invite people over for the 4th, like how long do they stay? Because do you want them to stay all weekend? And it's an extended lake weekend for us.
You kick them up before the fireworks.
So it's like,
start.
hey, do you want to come over for? You got to be
Gotta buy a
specific.
ticket.
You want to come over for just the 4th of July, and then when fireworks show is done, you're gone.
See ya.
You're done.
You're done. You're not.
Well, you
we
do
not
want to beat
have-
the traffic, so you should probably head out before it gets dark.
That's true. Yeah.
We'll light off one sprinkler for you.
Well, it's like a bit. I feel like it's a big holiday where people they'll bring like campers and tents and shit and just like tent it wherever.
Exactly what I'm tenting at my grandpa on my dad's side this weekend.
Yeah.
How often do you tent, Tyler?
Couple times this summer.
Couple pitch
How's that
tents
go
a
with
year.
3 kids?
So we bought a tent where it's one big tent and then a tunnel that goes to a smaller tent. So not too bad. Kids get the small tent. Me and mom get the big one and the baby. Cock block babies in my tent.
Well, just throw them in the tunnel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get out of here,
It'll take a
kid.
minute.
like
Cry if you need something.
I eventually like you. I feel like your 2 older kids are the ones who would like. They'd be sitting at the other end of the tunnel with a roaming candle. Like, don't fucking come over here. Like do not come over here and tell us what to do.
They are not going to be allowed to touch pyrotechnics for quite a while because they would like them way too much.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they definitely would.
No, you talk about thin walls. Tent walls are about as thin as you can get. So I don't think there's going to be any cheek clapping unless I can find a good porta potty on the river.
Well, you
Kids
got to
got
do
your
it. You
AirPods.
got to do it under the cover of the fireworks.
True.
Tyler.
They just disappear during the fireworks show.
And then they just think you guys are clapping
Yep.
for the fireworks.
Every once in a while, we'll just stop and give a ooh.
I don't think you'll have to stop for that. You should be getting some oohs and ahs,
Hey,
Tyler. If
you give me
you're as good at what you do as we think you are, you should be getting oohs and ahs the whole time.
There's a difference between good and efficient.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to time it out with like the grand finale where there's no dead
the big
air.
Medora.
So I'll start like a minute 30 before the final firework. Then
Correct.
Thomas Jefferson.
I mean, your wife, the fireworks show should all be climaxing at the same time. So you better bring that pepper as well. Pepper.
True.
ready for the Roman candle.
Here comes the mortar.
Here comes the boom.
Mhm. Here comes the 1776.
So yeah, it should be fun for you in the tent.
should be. No, at
Make
least
sure
it's-
you don't do it at the bottom. Don't pitch your tent at the bottom of a hill.
I think it's supposed to be hot as fuck too. No, it's gonna rain.
Don't be at the bottom of the hill.
No,
Yeah, so Tyler's gonna be pitching a tent this weekend.
Hell yeah, dude.
With a
Hmm.
tunnel.
huh?
With a tunnel.
With a tunnel tent.
How often does your tent turn into a disaster situation?
It starts off extremely organized and lasts 2 hours before there's shit everywhere. There's clothes like you have by the end of the
Okay,
trip.
yeah.
There you don't know what is clean, what is dirty. The blankets are outside for some reason. There's an inch of dirt.
It's been a
In
while
the
since
tent.
I've been in a tent. Do they like I imagine they should be like developing a technology that you can like unhook something on the side and it like falls down and it's got like shelves in it and stuff.
I don't have that, but
That's actually a great idea.
Yeah, I mean you can buy shit like that for like fish houses.
Yeah.
Same concept.
no.
Yeah.
I'll send you guys a pic of the setup.
Yeah, just the setup.
How long
Yeah.
does it take you to pitch the tent?
It's actually, if the tunnel is already attached, not very long, but it's kind of a bitch zipping the tunnel. And the tunnel is currently not attached, so it's going to take me a half an hour.
Why is there such a stigma on being able to put a tent up? I feel like not everyone can put a tent up, and why is that?
Back in the day, they were way more complicated.
They're just fucking
Now
easy
there's-
now.
there's
Should be
a-
like an air mattress these days.
They should be.
Damn,
Yeah, like a fun
like
house.
yeah, like
Yeah.
a fun house,
That'd be
exactly.
cool. You just need a big compressor. Though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
you
that would mask the noise of
Yeah.
Tyler clapping for the fireworks
Mhm.
grand finale.
I have people at the.
Here comes the founding father.
Fireworks do have fucking bananas names.
I love
Oh, dude, yeah, they're insane, and they're all made in China. Too.
Yeah.
it. Yeah. What do Americans like?
Fucking George Washington's bush.
George Bush's Washington.
That's pretty funny. Oh man. It'll be my first time placing any money on the hot dog eating contest. So this
Same.
is a big year for me.
Mhm.
I hope there's a prop somewhere that just Kobayashi comes back.
Yeah, well,
Kobayashi
and
experience.
Chestnut's gonna be just like Kobayashi. There's gonna be some guy 1 year. We don't know. That could be 10 years from now. It's gonna come in and he's just gonna beat him, and then the reign is over. Could be this year.
Could be.
That would be crazy. That would make a lot of news.
Mm-hmm.
If Chestnut does well and someone still beats him, you know, like
Yeah, if he has a shitty year, it's
like
not
if
as
he's
cool.
got pneumonia and puts down 54 dogs and someone beats him, you're like, okay, well,
Yeah, it'd be like the Miracle on Ice. Miracle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
If he just has if he just develops gout in like the first 4 hot dogs, and he might be fucked.
Yeah.
that's just wouldn't affect your hot dog eating.
Well, maybe he couldn't.
Distraction,
He won't be
though.
able to stand.
You'd be fine. You
Sit down.
could gut through it.
Gut through it.
You'd be able to gut through it.
What is it? It's 15 minutes?
Yeah.
I
10
don't know.
minutes?
You could stand for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
10 minutes, I think, is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many hot dogs do you guys think you could put down in 10 minutes?
I
We do this every year. I
5?
feel like.
Really?
I feel like we've had this discussion before.
I'm not sure.
I don't know if we have.
I puke when I get too full.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, you would be a terrible competitive eater.
The worst.
I think I could maybe put 5 down.
Yeah.
Yeah, with water, I think I'd give you 6.
See, I don't know if I'd want to. I
would
also
you
want to
decide
enjoy
your-
them at the same time, which I don't know if there's a crossing point there or not.
Yeah. I think after the first 3, you'd be like, okay, that's enough.
Sure.
4 is a lot of hot dogs.
It is.
It's the buns that do you in. The hot
Mhm.
dog's not the biggest issue here.
You do love bread though.
That's
I
true.
do, but do I love bread dipped in water? I don't know. That might be where I draw the line.
Bread dipped in Fresca.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe
can
I
you
could-
ask for a different liquid?
Yeah, some of them have like pink lemonade and shit.
Well, could you do like at like Italian joints where they do like the vinaigrette with the? Could you request that maybe?
Get it, Mike.
Could you request toasted buns with like? Come out from the back, Mike, and fuck my sandwich up.
Is that what you're saying at Jersey Mike's?
No,
you
you guys
think
haven't
that's
seen
what
that
they're
trend?
doing? No, I haven't.
Yeah, there's a trend where people,
seen it.
people go to Jersey Mike's and be like, Mike, get the fuck out front and fuck my sandwich up.
Do it your way.
That's funny.
Yeah. So
So yeah, I think it'd be a good 4th of July.
Yeah.
we should get the slushy machine going on the 4th. We got like this kind of like commercial sized slushy
I
machine.
bet it's a bitch to clean.
Oh god, and I think that's why it's only used on the 4th. You
Exactly.
clean it once a year, but man, does it hit different.
For me, the summer always starts after the 4th of July. I feel like 4th of
Hmm.
July is the official start of summer for me.
Yeah.
I think most people think it's the halfway point.
Well,
That-
it is.
that's kinda
but
what I think, too.
mentally, June to me is like a 50-50. It's kind of summer, not fully in it. But once the 4th of July hits and you're into July, you're like, I'm fully balls deep in summer.
yeah.
I guess.
But then I also feel like it's summer in the beginning of May when it gets 70 degrees out. So it's like
There's a slump period.
so
In there.
Sabbatical.
there's a slump in June where I'm just not mentally into summer.
it's
Yeah.
like summer takes a gap year in June for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Studies abroad for just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
One semester.
Goes south.
So, yeah, I hope everyone stays safe on the 4th of July, too, by the way. You stay safe out there. Don't let your drunk uncle point the cake at the family members.
Tell Terry to throw it in reverse.
Yep. Throw it.
Lord Terry.
Well, should we take a break, boys?
Oh.
We were in the office last Thursday, and somehow someone said the phrase, cream your Carhartts. And I thought that shit was the funniest shit.
And no, it's not a new donut.
Yeah, could be.
Carhartt cream donut.
And so then I started thinking about the stuff that would make a guy cream his Carhartts. And one of them I thought was when you're at a bar and the waitress comes up to you and says, "Hey, we
Yeah.
accidentally poured an extra beer. Do you guys just want this one for
Oh
free?"
God.
That'll make a guy cream his Carhartts.
In a second.
This is the best feeling in the world.
It doesn't matter which beer either.
No,
No.
yeah, just free beer. Yes.
It could even be an NA beer. You don't care.
It could be the most sour beer you've ever.
Actually, I don't know. I'd be upset if I started drinking it and she's like, "How's your NA beer?"
Yeah, that's true.
You're acting
Fuck.
shit faced.
Yeah.
It'd be like when Chris Farley does the sketch where he thinks he's drinking regular coffee, but it's actually caffeinated coffee crystals, and he
Crystals, yeah.
loses his mind.
Mhm.
That'd be me if I found out that they gave me NA beer.
Just trash in the bar.
Hey guys, we accidentally poured 10 extra shots. And we can't pour them back in the bottle. You guys want these?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Just gives them to one guy.
It also
bar
is like
alone.
nice
They're
too that you are the table that she felt you guys wanted this beer.
Yeah.
Of all the tables in the
vibe.
bar with this free beer, she decided to come to your table and give it to you guys. There's something special about that.
Or it's sad because she thought you were the table that needed it.
Yeah.
That's very true.
But I'll take it either way.
Mhm. Always a compliment.
Yeah. I'm taking it as a compliment, Tyler. Screw that.
Yeah, glass half full or glass half empty. Almost perfect analogy for it.
Hopefully the glass is full.
Yes.
Yeah, hopefully.
Here's a half drink beer that the table over there didn't finish. Do you guys want it?
Well,
So,
that's
yeah.
what Ryan does to other people's food when they leave.
That's true.
Yeah, here's a glass of beer of all of the foam that came out at the end of the keg.
Exactly.
Do you guys want it for free?
Yeah,
I don't think I'm turning that down.
Yeah, we're only gonna be here for a couple more hours, so if it settles in time, then we'll drink it. But
It's like one sip.
Just foam.
something that'll make me cream my Carhartts is watching the weeds die in my yard after I just sprayed it.
Oh, nice.
Like when I drive up after work and I see some wilting going on, there is no better feel. Like I have to stop the truck mid driveway. I can't even get that fucker full driveway and
It
park.
calls his wife and says, "I'm gonna need a towel at the door, stat."
Yeah.
because I just creamed my Carhartt.
Give
And a
me-
cigarette.
Give me some fresh Carhartts ASAP.
Give me a fresh Carhartts and a cigarette, and I'll also need you to pull my car into the driveway because I am not in good condition to drive right now. I'm on the come down.
I have no blood in my head. I could barely make this phone call. My brain is not functioning.
That Roundup will really do something to a guy.
In the same vein
Into
as
the weeds.
in the same vein as that, Ryan. Something that'll make me cream my Carhartts is when I perfectly mow around a tree, so I know I don't have to weed whack it later.
That is a great feeling.
Just expert nailed the corners around the tree. I'm good to go.
Good edge.
When I was a kid, I used to just slam the deck guard into the base of the tree and just hug it all the way around.
Just gouges all the way around the
Yeah,
trunk.
like every one of the trees at my parents' old house just had a line around the bottom with the bark taken off,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't have to weed whack around them.
The grass
Smart.
got mowed.
Once in a while, you get the tire and the deck caught in between the tree, and it's just like then you gotta weasel your way out of it.
Yeah, and if you're push mowing too, you can just step the weeds down with your foot, so then you really don't have to.
Step. You gotta do a twist.
Yeah,
Yeah, you rip
Oh,
those
that's a
up.
good move.
Yeah, just step them down, mow them over.
I'm gonna steal that.
Yeah.
Hey, you got gas in your mower though?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
When you order a piece of furniture online and it comes already put together, that will make a guy
Nice.
cream his khakis. That'll make a guy cream his Carhartts. Damn it.
I don't think that's ever happened to me.
It's happened a few times to me, and it's just the best. I don't have to put this together. Let's go.
I think it's only happened to me one time, and it was with a nightstand. And we also ordered 2 other nightstands that we had to put both together. So to get to that third one fully assembled.
Was it the third one too?
It was the third one.
What a good
Yes.
feeling.
Yeah, God.
Because you have recency bias too on how shitty those first 2 were.
Correct. Yes.
I hope this happens to me one day.
Yeah, but when it does, creaming Carhartts.
I'll have to get some paper towels ready.
Mm-hmm.
Something that'll make me cream my khaki, or something that'll make a guy cream his Carhartts is working a short week, a 4th of July week.
There you go.
Nice.
Rolling into that Monday, just knowing that it's a Monday through Thursday, Monday through Wednesday type of week is such a great feeling.
Yeah, another thing would be when you see a bolt and you grab a socket or whatever, and it's the correct one right away.
Fuck yeah, Jared.
That'll make a guy.
Yeah, you just
Carhartt.
look at it. You look at a bolt, and you're like, I think it's this size, and you guess it right. That will make a guy cream his Carhartts.
Especially if the walk from where you grabbed the socket to the project is a pretty far walk.
Oh my god!
And you know you don't have to go back and get another one.
Well, yeah, and like you should always bring the bolt with you just in case.
You
But if you're
should.
just gonna risk it
yeah.
and be like, I got this
See,
right now.
I've given up on getting it right, so I just grab a handful of sockets. Like one of these is gonna fit.
Yeah, I just grab the whole fucking socket drawer, bring it over there.
Yep.
You wheel over the entire.
And that's the thing with guys is we'll never work on something next to where all our tools are.
Nope.
We always have to work on it somewhere else and then just walk back and forth.
Like a shame.
I literally keep them in a detached garage, and 80% of my projects that require my socket wrenches are in the house.
This last weekend on our screened-in porch, one of the screen things was like coming loose. So I was just going to staple it there and deal with it later. So I went back, found the staple gun. I checked it once to see if there were staples in it. Get up there, and I probably had to put like 5 staples in this thing. 2 staples in, out. So I had to walk back and find the staples, and it was the whole thing.
Ugh. Got your steps in though.
It's just the tiniest annoying thing.
Mhm.
But it's like I even had the wherewithal to make sure there were staples in it. And then it was only 2 left.
Also, kind of not annoying thing though, because you want to prolong that project.
That is a little bit
as
true.
much
Yeah.
as you
What
can.
else am I going to do?
Yeah, exactly.
That turned it from a 1 beer to a 2 beer project because of the forgotten staples.
Yeah.
That's true. Another thing that'll make me cream my Carhartt is like, it hasn't happened to me at my new house, but growing up, like when you think you have to shovel your driveway, but someone else just out of the goodness of their heart does.
That happened to me twice this winter. The neighbor just showed up and plowed my driveway.
Correct. Yeah.
He's the man.
Or like you got a buddy, you're shoveling and he comes over and he's like, "Hey, I got a snowblower. This will take me 8 minutes."
Yeah.
Best.
That's a very Midwest thing, and I'm
Yeah.
very here for it. All we did was make the guy a plate of cookies and bring him over to his house, and he did it again for us. We're like, fuck yeah.
My dad turned into
Sweet
that
tooth.
guy in our old neighborhood because he owns a construction company. So he'd just park a skid steer at the house in the winter because they weren't using it. And then he would just do everyone's driveways.
Smart.
And then we just got all the cookies.
Well,
It's the
and
best.
in the wintertime too, he ain't doing anything in the
No,
winter.
he's
so
bored, trying to get out of the house,
Yeah.
trying to get away from my mom.
That's the classic go-to second job for every single blue collar guy that has a seasonal job, plowing driveways in the winter.
You have to do it at least 1 year.
Like that's their backup
Yeah.
job all winter long.
Or like hauling snow.
Yep.
Adjacent to that. Yeah.
Yep. My brother-in-law does that. Where he's like a lumberjack in the summer, and then he plows driveways all winter.
Mhm.
Just plowing driveways.
Yep. One thing that'll make me cream my Carhartts is starting the bonfire without gas the first try.
Yeah.
Because we talked
Without gas.
because it's a cool feeling. Like, anyone can start a bonfire with gas, no problem.
Mhm.
But if you don't have gas or whatever, you're trying to prove a point, make yourself look cool, and then you actually get it, it's sweet. But on the flip side, if you're the asshole that's just sitting there fanning the fucking fire and just smoking everybody out, you look like a complete idiot.
Have you guys ever like use like cardboard or newspaper and you light it up underneath as the starter and then it looks like it's rolling and then it just dies?
Yep.
You're like, God damn it. That was just the cardboard and the newspaper burning.
And it's like you saw one twig going, you're like, fuck yeah, I got it. I'm
Mhm.
done. Sit down, start to enjoy your fire, and then you're getting smoke bombed in 30 seconds.
Yeah, let's throw a handful of leaves on there.
Yeah. Let's go back to the gas station, buy another paper.
Yeah. I starting fires like that. I've been using my my old fashioned torch.
Yep.
That sucker works good. So you gotta ditch like the long skinny lighter, and you gotta go with the torch.
Okay.
Because I mean, you could fucking just sit there with a torch on just a full log of wood. That fucker will start on fire eventually. 20, 30 minutes later, maybe. But
I'm interested to see what kind of fire guy you are in 5 years.
He loves fire.
yeah, I think I've brought it. I think I've gotten to the full extent of it. I'm still adding to that pile I got going out back, but
You saw him burn that big pile?
I'm gonna wait till the winter time. I think till like first
snow
2-3
cover.
inches of snowfall.
I'd
Yeah.
like to think we were a little bit of voice of reason to like not do it in the dead of summer
Yeah.
next to the woods.
I mean, we've got enough rain this summer to where I could do it.
Yeah.
now,
Well,
but
we're always 2 weeks away from a drought, though.
Famous last words.
yeah, no, you're right. You're right. But
I've never done this, but when a truck driver gets a parking spot at peak parking time, that make a guy cream his
Yeah,
Carhartt.
yeah, I imagine. Yeah.
So like on the rest areas and like those travel stops or whatever, trailers everywhere.
yeah, dude. I mean, even backing a truck into backing your truck into a kind of a tighter spot,
Mm-hmm.
especially with their wife in the passenger seat, and she's just so impressed. That'll make a guy cream his Carhartts.
Or like even if
Or
you're
her.
even if you're just pulling a trailer and it's a gas station that has trailer parking spots, I'll make a guy cream his Carhartts.
Yeah.
Nice. It's like, wow, you were thinking of me. You were thinking about the stress that I was gonna have trying to find a place to park this thing, or I was gonna have to park it way in the back
Yeah,
up against the gutter, and then I was at to walk all the way across the parking lot. But instead, you were thinking of us.
Yeah. Appreciate that.
Another thing that'll make you cream your carts. We've talked about this before, but when you're working a manual labor job and you're hungover and you wake up and it's raining.
God,
That might be the best one.
I almost
You almost did just thinking
I
about it.
almost soiled my Carhartts right here, right now.
We should, we should. I mean, this is a pipe dream, but we should implement at this company here is we should have like job site July to where like if it does, you wake up and it is raining, then like we treat this like a job site.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, guys, no work today. It's raining.
We're like a bank where we go with government holidays, but instead we do construction holidays. So rain, snow. We go by OSHA. So if it's 110 degrees, no work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'd be kind of
Or
funny.
or Miles has to give us a water break every 15 minutes.
It sounds like some murmurs of some unionizing right now,
Uh-oh.
and I don't fucking
Uh-oh.
like that.
No, I said not that we do it. We would do it here.
Yeah.
I'm putting the word out there for other crews. Job site June, job site
Otherwise,
July, job
YB,
site January.
you guys start holding out and going on strike. I'm gonna have YBR with replacements. It's gonna be like the movie.
Keanu Reeves.
I just like have like a casting call out for guys that just look like you guys.
Yeah, I don't think you'd have
You-
trouble
I was
finding
just-
anyone that looks like me.
Yeah, you're gonna
I
have no
feel like-
problem finding Ryan.
Yeah. Yeah, us just marching on the road down there.
In the
is-
rain.
Yeah.
Jared crosses the line and it's just you and me mean mugging him.
Yeah.
Throwing like paint on my truck as I drive by.
Yeah.
2-person union. Yeah, you guys are okay. Right now, you don't even have to work fucking Fridays, so
Mhm.
you're fine.
Yeah, it's 4th of July this Friday.
Oh yeah, it's a good idea, Ryan, but we're not gonna do it.
Yeah, no, it was just something
Pipe
figuring.
dream.
Pipe dream. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clean porta potty. That's another one I got.
Yeah, actually.
What do you constitute as a clean porta potty?
The one that still smells like chemicals.
Yeah, it's like an hour in. Probably not within a half hour of
Sure.
the end of the day.
Yeah, everything is still below the liquid level.
Yep, you could. Yeah,
It
Yeah, I
hasn't-
would agree. It's for me, it's mostly based off of smell.
Mm-hmm.
for sure. For sure.
If it doesn't smell, that's feeling pretty good.
It's crazy that we are excited about a smell that is extremely chemically smelling. It's like you go into a fresh porta potty, it just reeks of cleaning chemicals.
Yeah, it's
Which
way better than Jared's shit.
Or like if I went into like a normal person's bathroom and it reeked of cleaning chemicals, I'm like, God, this is a lot. But since I'm in this plastic hot box, it's like, okay, this is good.
Porta potty air freshener.
Yeah.
I honestly couldn't tell you the last time I went into a porta potty. Like I usually, I don't know. I feel like I'll usually either you shit before you go, or you hold it in, or if you got to piss, you just like open both doors on your truck and piss in between them.
So I had to use the porta potty that entire 100-mile race that I pit crewed at.
Oh.
And right away, they were great. By the end of 150 some runners and the entire crowd, those porta potties were an absolute death trap by the end of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll happen. I probably went. It's also funny how many different names we got for porta johns. Like we used to just call them porta shitters.
Porta shitter, porta john.
I think it's mostly because when you're on a job site, especially working, foundations. If you got piss, you just go piss in the corner of the
Mhm.
Yeah, right.
of
Establish.
the hole. You establish a piss corner. But if you got shit, you gotta go find a porta shitter.
Yeah. So, like, what subcontractor is responsible for getting? Is it the general contractor responsible for getting a porta potty on site?
It wasn't my dad. My dad wasn't paying for that shit. I'll tell you that much.
They just kind of pop up.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
the thing. Is
It's like a
like
weed.
I don't think anyone. I think they just go. I think they just plant them and they grow in spots.
Yeah.
Somebody shit in a hole and that's what grew there.
Yeah.
Like, who's organizing the porta potty delivery? I don't know. Is that nobody is.
I don't know.
It's like the tooth fairy.
It's like I think if you start digging down deep enough, they just start to grow.
yeah, as far as I know. Good for
Because essentially, concrete guys, you're the second guys in on a job. You got the excavator, and then you got concrete guys, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, essentially dirt work and then the concrete guys. Yeah.
Oh, just curious.
Yeah. It was always like as you're rolling into a neighborhood to do a house, you need to give the neighborhood an ocular pat down for the nearest porta shitter, so that when it came go time, you knew where you were going.
Because there was no porta potty at the place we built.
I would be lying if I said that it wasn't actually even better when the neighborhood didn't have it. So if you had to shit, you had to go to the gas station.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That made me cream my car.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe let out a few farts right away just to prove that you do have to shit. I mean, people, they'll game the system. Oh, yeah, this is the 6th shit you've taken today. You got to run to the gas station again, really?
Oh, I had a torpedo at the gas station last time I had to shit. I can't help it.
Self-fulfilling cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, those taquitos are getting to me.
You better be prairie dog.
All right, bend over. Let's see if you're telling the truth.
How bad are them cheeks shit?
If we don't see a turtle head popping out, you're going to stay here and keep working. If you haven't shit your butt cheeks, you're not going. You guys got anything else that'll make a guy cream his Carhartts? I feel like there's so many.
I have like fresh gas station food, like roller dogs, chuck wagons, right when they hit the heat rack.
Like you're literally walking to go pick one out, and they put it in the heat lamp.
Yep.
Not an awesome thing. Before there was backup cameras, if you backed up a trailer and the hitch was perfectly aligned with the trailer, all you had to do was crank it down. God, that was a great feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Our kids will never know what that feels like.
I mean, if they work for my dad, they will.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't have fucking backup cameras. Are you kidding me?
I mean, I guess you don't have a backup cam on your truck, Tyler.
That's true.
I used to put the tailgate down when I was trying to back. Like if I was backing a boat up or something, I always put the tailgate down. Better visual.
Really?
Yeah, there's.
I don't use the backup camera to back a trailer or a boat, and I still use the side mirrors in the rear view. So like if you're looking back, you put the tailgate down so you can see like if it's just like
see the boat.
Yeah, see
got
the boat
it,
or
got
the
it.
trailer. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I just have a tunnel cover, so I just would see that. Me putting the tailgate down would not do anything for me.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, just operating a chainsaw in general.
it is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you just start getting carried away. You start chopping limbs you don't even need to.
Yep.
Yeah, you kind of like you keep working your way up a tree, and then you do like if you go a little bit too far on one side, you got to do the other side, even it out, and then you go a little bit too far. And eventually, you just have like the fucking tip of a spruce tree.
Well, I got my chainsaw running, and we had a bunch of trees down from that tornado last week. I've been having a week.
I was an ocean
That's a
nightmare.
good week.
Remember, I told you guys I chopped down that tree with the firewood,
Mm-hmm.
and I started trimming some branches. There was some ones that were high up, and I wasn't gonna go get a ladder.
Oh,
So I was an ocean nightmare. No eye protection, just one arm holding the chainsaw at full bore, just trying to get that one branch. This is bad.
Like you just tie it to a rope and you like.
Yeah, just swing it up there.
I do fuck with pole saws too. Pole saws. are
That's
good.
I need to get a pole saw.
Yeah, those suckers rip.
But then if
through.
I get a pole saw, I'm not gonna have any limbs left.
no, God no,
Not like me personally. Like my trees won't
no,
have any
Hey,
you need to put a
Could go
limit.
both
or
ways.
both.
Yeah, you need to put a limit on things, and the limit being your height.
Well, then what's the point of having a pole saw? You
Yeah,
can't go
then I
over
might
your
as well
head.
Just
Wow, fuck. Tree, half snaps down. You gotta cut that fucker down.
First sip of White Monster.
creaming Carhartts.
First sip of coffee in the morning. I'll fucking cream the toilet before I cream my Carhartts.
What?
Ryan's drinking his coffee without his Carhartts on.
Oh, it's pre-Carhartts.
Yeah, this is pre.
His pre-creaming,
It's so visual.
pre-cream. Oh yeah, yeah. Wait, yeah.
I have one. You guys probably won't agree with this.
Probably not, but
I-
hit us with it anyway.
Something that makes me cream my Carhartts when I go check the mailbox and I don't have mail.
Oh, that's great.
I don't want
That's how you
mail
play it.
anymore ever.
See, I don't feel that way because mine is like the community box in my neighborhood. So that means I walked all the way over there for nothing.
You got to get the scan app to where the postal service scans the mail that you're going to receive, so you know whether you have to go pick it up or not.
Okay.
It's
Dan
legit.
has that, yeah.
Yep. So you know whether it's just junk mail or no.
I just don't want to sift through it. It's like garbage. Could be the IRS, but I throw it in the garbage because it looks like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it says IRS, I'm usually opening that.
No, I did actually throw a piece of mail away. I have a defunct wood burning boiler in my yard. So like an outdoor fireplace that doesn't work. And the insurance company came and scouted my house out and saw that. And I didn't tell them I had it. And they're like, you fucking lied to us. And I just saw this insurance thing that looked like they send me things 3 times a month. And I thought it was the same bullshit that I don't need. Like, change your rate, do this, do that. So I threw it in the garbage. And then I got a call. They're like, hey, you have 2 days to explain why this is on here. Or we're going to jump your insurance or you'll lose your coverage. God damn.
Mafia.
You know what? I did lie to you.
I mean, I don't get that guy. Like, I kind of enjoy the simple pleasure of opening mail. I don't know if you guys feel like
Not really. It's
like
usually
if I know it's junk, but if I don't mind looking at mail.
I
Really?
used to like sitting down and going through all the mail, but now I get so much junk now, and I get a mortgage scam like 3 or 4 a week
Same.
after I got the house,
same.
and it's just like it's a 2-inch stack of mail once a week, and 90% of it's bullshit.
What else are you gonna do? It's kind of back to the like, oh, I had to go get more staples. Who cares?
I mean,
what else am I gonna do?
The only thing that would make it better is someone would just take that mail from me and put it on a fucking plane, so I had something to do while I was
Exactly.
flying
That's
around
true.
the
Yeah.
sky.
Check it
Doesn't-
once a year.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great starter for the burn barrel.
That's it.
Great
We have
burn
done
barrel
that.
starter. If you guys have a burn barrel out there.
Goes in my paper box for starting fires with no
Yep.
gas.
Yep.
That's the other thing too. That everyone's always talking about, recycling and not wasting this and that. At what point are we going to pass a law that you can't send junk mail to people?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Seriously, we get so much like benefits for going paperless with certain places. Why don't they actually go paperless?
Yeah. Blows my mind.
Well, and I feel like people are saying you junk mail about their company going green. It's like, well, fucking quit sending me.
Yeah,
junk
it
mail.
sends
Are
you,
you?
They send you a thing notifying you that they're going green.
Yeah, it's like send me an email instead.
Don't send me anything.
Yeah, don't say anything. Great, you're
Just-
going green. Awesome.
Just go green.
Just fucking go green.
Agreed.
Just go green.
Hand the ball to the ref.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking next play.
I don't think anyone's be like, I cannot believe they didn't send me that piece of junk mail. What is going on? This is not the America I signed up for. It's like,
Thanks for letting me know, Totino's, that you went green.
Yeah. Yeah. Recyclable pizza boxes.
fucking Carnival Cruise sweepstakes. Thanks for letting me know you're going green.
Vila Rewards. I really appreciate you. You guys are going green.
Do you guys, so now on like Gmail, they make it so that you can just click unsubscribe at the top of an email.
Yep.
But do you guys have any email that you get emails where you click unsubscribe and it says you successfully unsubscribed and then it still sends you stuff?
Yeah, it's like a different type of. It's not you unsubscribe from a different type of email that company sends.
So I did the same thing. It was frustrating the shit out of me. So then I went to the unsubscribe at the bottom of the email, and it made me uncheck
Yep.
all the things that I wanted to subscribe. So
Okay.
it would be like newsletters, promos, all that stuff.
Yes.
You have to go and uncheck
Going
all those
green.
boxes.
Okay. Yeah, they make me work for it.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I get a LinkedIn email twice a day and I keep hammering unsubscribe and I
Yeah.
just keep getting them.
Yeah. Those are TikTok emails for me. They'll send you 5 emails overnight.
For me, it was Ducks Unlimited for a long time, which is one that I like, but it's like I don't duck hunt that much.
Yeah. Ducks Unlimited
Unlimited
turn
emails.
emails unlimited.
Big time.
So yeah, hitting the unsubscribe button on an email Cream Your Carhartts.
It is. It's freeing.
Just the best. I've got my inbox pretty dialed in these days, actually.
Do you guys block spam texts too?
Yeah, I'll delete and report junk.
Yeah, you know who has completely circumnavigated that function?
Bishop John Folda.
BioLife, dude.
Oh,
I have deleted and reported junk BioLife 100 times, and I got another one today, and they just keep fucking showing up.
yeah.
Can you just block a number?
I'll delete and report. They get new numbers, and they just keep texting me.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you my plasma anymore.
So many burner phones at BioLife. It's Bishop John Folda for me. It's like I'm not even Catholic. Is that a Catholic thing? Bishops.
Well, that's why they're going after you.
It's
Yeah, it's
or
like-
chest thing.
Yeah, quit fucking. And then I get these like poll text messages, like political polls, like, "Hello, James, research poll." Blah blah. It's like, get the fuck out of here. My name's
You know,
not
I know the
James.
ones I've been getting lately
Which one?
is people. It's clearly like a scam, but people are texting me saying they're part of a recruitment portion of these corporate companies. It'll be like, "Hi, I'm a recruiting manager here at Walgreens."
Yes.
And
Please sign me up.
I think one of them was like, yeah, that gives a bunch of specifications of like, you got to be this old, this and that. And you're just like, holy smokes, dude. People fall for this.
Yeah, I can't find any. I get those too. I delete and report junk, so I can't find any.
I got it. I got an Emily at USPS today.
Emily over at USPS.
Yep. What was the email? I got it.
Parcel is changed.
She said that I have to reschedule my shipment, but it's from Emily 198000508 at gbsomething.com. So that's definitely legit.
Fucking gtail.com.
Oh, here we go. Good morning. I'm Alexa, recruiting representative for LinkedIn. My resume has been floated around, is what it says.
Hell yeah.
My non-existent resume.
It's floating around somewhere.
Yeah, we provide one-on-one free training and flexible working hours. You will get a 3-day paid trial with a daily salary of $50 to $500. So just a pretty chill range there. Yeah, I can sign a contract with base salary of $688 every 3 days. I like this. They're breaking up the week, you know?
Yeah.
It's not per
Dave would
week.
love
It's
that.
like
My lip.
you stack up those 3 days over and over again. We're kicking butt.
We're absolutely kicking behind. Yeah, is that what the kids are calling body counts
Benefits
these days?
include a
Just their
paid
resumes?
vacation, health insurance, educational support. If you're over 20 years old and you're interested, please send a text message to this number.
Do it.
We'll give you $500 if you give us 6 in 2 weeks.
Yeah, do you offer 5 for 6 deal?
Looks like a legit email it came from, though. THEOTLEIPK-M-Wallace JB at f292.life. So if anyone's looking for a job at LinkedIn, they're hiring.
You should copy that.
Anywhere from 50 to $5,000 a day.
You should copy that text message and email it to that email. Try to recruit them to LinkedIn.
Yeah, I just start
Oh, yeah.
recruiting
That's a good
them.
point.
Like,
Yeah.
you're a killer salesperson. I'd love to have you on my team.
Mhm.
I'll pay anything from $10 to $10,000 a day.
Yeah, and you only work 4 hours a week.
Mm-hmm. You
Mhm.
work from home.
So, I think the only other thing is that the Liver King was arrested.
Yep.
What
Yeah.
are the details on that? Do we know?
Ryan's a big Liver King fan, so he would know.
How do you feel about the
don't-
Liver King?
I guess I don't
getting
really
arrested.
know. I mean, I think it's just it's like the final effects of $11,000 a month in steroid use.
Allegedly.
Well, so
Well, no, it's in the emails.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it's not a letter. It's fact.
What emails?
The emails that got leaked that proved that he was just absolutely juiced to the gourd.
Well, no one thought he was natural.
No, I know, but that was the whole dude. There's so many people that thought he was natural
no, he
just
did
through the
have like a
diet.
cult following.
That's wild.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah. Well, I know he got arrested for terroristic threats against Joe Rogan, correct? Did he get arrested again?
No, that
No,
was
that
no.
was
Okay,
the
just the
arrest.
one time.
Why? I wonder why he's going after him. Wasn't he already on his podcast?
I don't think so.
The biggest thing was like, Joe Rogan, let me on your
Well, he wants
podcast."
to fight him.
Yeah, I don't know all the details. I don't know what types of drugs he's using now, but if he could let us know and then put it in supplement form, be a great marketing strategy.
So you would like take a supplement that makes you go crazy and get arrested?
No. It's more so just building off of him eating bull testicles and whatever else while just juicing with steroids.
I mean, it's a tale as old as time. Nothing is as it seems.
No, God, no. But people will believe anything they hear on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
It is like, I know it's like where we complain about the annoying people on the internet, but it has created a whole new source of comedy.
For sure.
Big time.
Between the people who can't sing that try and make a music career to the people who just blatantly lie about what they're doing and then get caught later, it's just created a whole new category of comedy.
It also makes like just normal, like kind of shitty behavior look way better.
That's probably true. Yeah. But I'm kind of here for it. People are like, we need to stop giving these people a platform. It's like, I don't know, dude. You just got entertained for quite a while on that.
Yeah,
I
you-
love to
funny.
laugh.
You care enough to make a complaint about it, so you felt something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they become somebody that you can't unfollow because it's so funny to follow them.
Total train
It's
wreck
pure
situation.
entertainment. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, also what's wild is that his wife was, I don't know, his wife was, the videos leading up to him getting arrested, his wife is just like in the hotel room with him, like just sounding like she's on board with what he's going to go do. So I don't know what they're feeding in that house.
What was the threat to Joe?
I don't know.
Did he call the cops, or did he do it online and then the cops intervened?
I think people tipped the cops off about the shit Liver King was saying.
Yeah, because I feel like Joe Rogan's not like.
I think Joe Rogan would put him in a fucking hospital too.
Yeah, I don't know enough. What do you think? Who is winning between Liver King and Joe Rogan?
I mean, I think at one point he had like the world's strongest like spinning heel kick.
Liver King?
No, Joe
Rogan.
Rogan. Yeah.
Rogan has like 5 black belts.
So I think he could probably put him through a brick wall with spinning heel kick.
Oh, Joe Rogan's pretty old though.
So is Liver King though.
Yeah, but Liver King takes steroids.
That's true. It's like,
Joe eats elk meat.
Yeah, point proven.
okay, well,
Check
Liver
and
King
mate.
eats balls.
That's true.
Yeah, Liver King eats the balls of the elk that Joe Rogan's eating.
Joe Rogan is just giving Liver King the leftover of all the shit
Just
he
the
doesn't want to eat.
The
from
carcass.
Yep. The livers and the testicles all go to Liver King, and Joe eats the rest.
Yeah, definitely the liver.
Smart of him to brand himself as the Liver King and not the Testicle King.
Yeah.
That was
Yep.
smart.
Doesn't roll off the tongue that well.
No. The Testy King,
The testicle tyrant.
the Gonads King.
The gonad god.
But
Yeah.
that was good.
That'll be the next final boss of alpha males on the
That
internet.
could be Ryan's alter ego, Gonad God.
Gonad God.
The Dingleberry dictator.
That's not even a body part.
That's just it's just not even that's not even like it's not even anything to do with eating. You eating dingleberries?
You've never heard of balls called dingleberries before?
That's not what dingleberries are.
Okay, what? What's it?
Dingleberries are when shit gets caught in your butt hair. And
Oh. Well, I mean, who knows? Fuck you. Yeah.
I think you're thinking of twig and berries.
yeah, probably.
People have referred to
Dingleberries,
cock and
twig
balls
berries.
as twig and berries.
Okay. Could have been.
It's well documented.
Could have been.
Ryan's like, hey, you want to come over for some bull dingleberries?
No.
Not
Yeah, who knows?
really.
It's probably got a lot of like natural testosterone and shit in it.
Some small town out there has dingleberry days.
Oh yeah.
Gross. All right, Jared, you got a fun fact
I
or
do.
no?
I do, yeah. There have been 27 different versions of the official U.S. flag from 1977 to 1960.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of iterations going on when we started gaining states.
Yep, and the most recent was Hawaii in 1959. Most recent change.
Yeah, I think we're pretty locked in. If we don't add any more states, I think we're probably good for a long time on the. Like, the last thing we need is, the next generation coming in think they're going to leave their mark on the flag and try and re-graphic design it. I feel like that
With AI.
happens every so often. Like they'll do a license plate for a state rebrand and it just ends up looking so clip arty and just bad.
Minnesota
Water
just
tower.
did a bunch of that. Like they got a new state flag. They redesigned their new license plates are just a black license plate with white text. That's it.
Really? I
Well,
thought
those are the ones you pay for. Those are the premium ones.
Yeah, but they're phasing out the blue
I
ones
think
with
those
the
are
loon.
whiskey plates.
No, whiskey opposite. White background, black
I
text.
know.
Really? They're
Mhm.
not doing the like light blue with like isn't there like trees on it and shit?
Yeah, there's a loon on there.
Those are sick.
Yeah.
Why are we doing that?
I don't
Stop
know.
doing that. Stop redesigning stuff that doesn't need to be redesigned.
But
you
we'll,
know?
we'll have to add a star for Canada eventually.
Really, Tyler?
Well, yeah, 51 stars though. It doesn't there's no like perfect symmetrical pattern to put that in.
We'll find a spot for them.
Maybe we just put one big one.
Or
like-
maybe one really tiny star, so
Well,
it's hard to see.
Well, when
Yeah.
when North Dakota and South Dakota combine for Megakota, and then we'll add
Oh.
Canada, we can leave the flag the same.
That's true.
If we can get those two things to line up, that'd be great.
Yep.
Then we don't even have to change the flag at all.
Mm-hmm. The 15 star flag was the only version to also increase the number of stripes from 13 to 25 for Kentucky and Vermont, but they later reverted back to 13 stripes to honor the original colonies.
Mhm.
So for a while,
I would love to see a 20 whatever striped flag. Can you pull that up?
20 stripes.
Didn't you say there was like 20?
Oh, 15 stripes.
Oh, 15.
Yeah.
I would like to get a little peep at that though.
It looks a little weird. I looked it up earlier.
15 stripes or 15 stars?
It's 15 stripes, but it's called 15 stars. Too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because that was at that point where they adding a star and a stripe for each new state.
I think so.
I'll be honest, at a quick glance, I wouldn't even been able to
Yeah,
tell.
it just looks taller, I
Yeah.
suppose. What's that flag with the circle and the ones on the outside? Is that one?
Because the first one was just a circle, correct?
Yep.
The original Betsy Ross.
I like it. Well, what a very patriotic fun fact, Jared,
Yeah.
for 4th of July. Guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of You Betcha Radio. Have a phenomenal 4th of July weekend. And stay safe out there, folks.
Oh, you betcha, yeah.
Yeah.
Rigatoni Haktua. Would just like to thank you boys for the HVAC training. AC wasn't keeping up in the heat and past couple days. Replace the air filter. It works great now.
Let's go. If we can turn my woes into positives for other people, that's what it's all about, folks.
Oh yeah.
I'll do the work that the HVAC world should have been doing since the beginning of fucking time. If I gotta be the martyr for this, if I gotta be the one person to fucking it just grinds my gears. Why is no one in that industry talking about how important air filters are? If this has got to be my stance, if this has got to be my platform, then I'll fucking do it.
Bully pulpit.
Yeah. If
When in doubt, change your air filters. All your problems go away in life. I'm going to go home tonight and change my air filters just for fucking fun.
every time you change thermostat, batteries, smoke detector batteries, change your air filters at the same time. Do them all at once. You're done with it. You can do it in the next quarter.
If you wait
Maybe
till
once a
that,
week.
though, you're going to miss you apparently need to be changing your air filters every 3 days just to keep a running system. You're going to miss some stuff if you do it off of smoke detector batteries. Those suckers
That's
last a
true.
long time.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
So what's his name?
Rigatoni Haktua.
Yeah.
Rigatoni.
Rigatoni. Glad I could help. Glad I could bring awareness to this thing plaguing America.
We could do
Air filter's the silent killer.
We could start like a GoFundMe for you too, with all the money that you've drained into HVAC repairs. People who actually get benefit from us talking about it.
I'll be the martyr.
A little bit,
I'll be the martyr. I'll die. I'll die for the air filter game.
All your life's earnings going into HVAC education.
Yeah, I might open up an HVAC education community center and have
HVAC awareness.
Yeah, and have luncheons and happy hours, and then we'll probably do a golf tournament once a year.
That sounds sweet, actually.
Fucking shit face.
And then you can come out with your own air filter with an alarm on it.
Rim job, Randy.
It's been a minute, Randy.
Do you eat the skin of your baked potatoes? As someone from Idaho, I eat the skin 100% of the time.
If some skin gets in my mouth, I'm not gonna spit it out, but I'm not intentionally going after the skin. I usually scoop it out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same.
I eat all the skin.
Yeah, I don't.
I cut it up like a steak once all the insides is gone.
It's the pulp.
Like a regular brown baked potato, I'm not. But like you have like the smaller red potatoes.
Yeah.
I'll pop those things in my mouth. It's like, I don't know why that is. Like I'll cut the slit in a baked potato, put the sour cream, all that stuff in there, and then scoop the potato out and leave the skin. But when they're smaller potatoes, I'll eat the whole thing. I don't understand it.
Those smaller, the red potatoes, those little guys, the skin's way better.
I would agree. They're better on red.
Yeah,
I think too
tough.
with the baked potato, you probably get full from, if it's loaded, especially, you probably get full by the time you get to the skin.
Yeah, and when you bake it like that, I don't know, it like the texture just feels like I'm eating a brown paper bag.
It does. It's like kind of leathery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely need some sour cream and shit on the side to dip it in.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a steamed potato, I would eat the whole thing with the skin.
A little bit softer.
I feel like when you bake it,
Mhm.
it turns into a paper bag.
Yeah.
I don't love that.
Like leather skin almost.
You take those skins though and you deep fry them and put some cheddar on there, I'm in.
Yeah.
Potato skins.
Fuck yeah, those are fire.
Wedges.
Yeah. I'm a big
like,
potato wedge guy.
Yeah, just something about the brown paper bag feel of a baked potato.
Yeah. Anita hand job. How many innings is Tyler making it during the wiffle ball game before his leg snaps?
Well, I've been thinking about that a little bit. We're going to need to mitigate the amount of contacts and or soft tissue injuries he may run into.
I don't need to run
Home runs.
every fucking time.
We got to play defense.
I'm gonna be like the
DH.
Meryl from the movie Signs. I'm either striking out or I'm hitting a dinger. That's it.
What about defense?
I'll pitch. Ryan's not gonna be there.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably your least likely injury.
Yeah.
Because you're playing first base. I mean, collisions with ankles left and right.
Yeah.
That is the foot that'll be on the bag too.
Yeah, I don't think we can put you at first base.
It just left.
That's what I played in Legion. I can dig a ball.
This just in too. Jared is officially in on the wiffle ball.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
I confirmed. Yep.
Hell yeah.
Way to confirm.
See how easy that is?
Got right field covered.
Really easy.
I'm a really good right fielder.
Yeah. When it's a right-handed batter.
Yeah.
When it's a lefty batter, we're gonna flip you over to left field.
Just because of the batter's tendency, not you.
Usually in wiffle ball and slow pitch stuff, they usually push it. They go oppo field usually.
Oppo Popo.
It'd be funny if they're a switch hitter. They just follow me wherever I go.
Yeah.
You're just exhausted from running back and forth.
But update: Tyler listened to Sam Barber and he liked them.
Yeah, I like Sam Barber's top 5 songs are good.
Mm-hmm.
I will say I don't know if I would love a Sam Barber concert because he's kind of like more slower, moody. I really like the music, but I don't know. I don't like those kind of concerts. I like high energy,
Personal preference.
hype up stuff.
Yeah, like death metal.
Yeah.
True Blood.
True Blood.
Yeah, I don't think we ever said that he wasn't good. We said we never heard him. And I was just worried you were going to a fucking Hairball or Blenders.
I'm not a
concert.
cover. I'm not a cover band guy.
Christmas in July, Blenders edition.
Yeah, I thought maybe you're going to 32 Below.
Oh God, no.
Those guys still exist.
I think they've. Yeah, I don't know.
The original crew, I think, is all done, but I think the band still lives on.
We have a CD player in our kitchen, one of those under cabinet CD players. And I busted out my old CD case the other day And I have a 32 below CD.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I
did
think
you pop it in.
No, we listened to the Grease soundtrack instead.
Spoiler alert.
Some of that.
That's not a spoiler at all.
Well,
Anytime we talk,
I didn't know it was a musical.
anytime we talk Grease,
There's music in every movie.
That's not true.
Name one movie that doesn't have a soundtrack.
No Country for Old Men.
Is that true?
Yeah, there's no music. Well, there's one mariachi band. In it, but
Oh,
no
there's a
soundtrack.
song.
It's not a soundtrack though.
A Quiet Place. I don't think that has a soundtrack.
It does.
And there's not a
actually.
single word said in the whole movie.
They talk in the movie.
Anyway,
Anyways.
Iced Mounter. Stump Miles. Switch lives with Tyler or Ryan for 48 hours.
Ryan. Guys, if you want more You Betcha Radio, you got to check out our Patreon. You got to go to patreon.com/YouBetchaRadio or look us up on the app, and we have hundreds of hours of other episodes on there that you can't get unless you're signed up. So you got to check us out on Patreon. You Betcha Radio, baby.